Hello there, and welcome back to the Frodo YouTube channel. My name is Will, and today, as always, Jack is here.
Hello there.
Salutations. So, today is Friday the 13th, so we decided to watch Friday the 13th.
That is just... I don't know how you come up with that.
I know, I mean, it's not like they write themselves, these things just happen, and no what better day to watch Friday the 13th than Friday the 13th. I'm expecting this to be an absolute schlock, absolute cheese. I expect it to be awful. I'm sorry.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, because it's like, it's the original Slumber Party Massacre killer film, and just that coming off of my tongue sounds rubbish.
Well, I think you're going to be surprised. It's the start of, these kind of franchises where like you can reference back to these type of films. But I think you're going to be surprised, to be honest, because I think it packs a lot more than what people might say it does. What are you expecting from this then, young William?
Lots of teenagers running around, frolicking, and then getting us brutally murdered.
Perhaps. There you go, you must have heard of Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, I think so.
It's one of those ones where people might say, oh, it's cheesy or it's necessarily bad, and they haven't watched it in a while. They go back and watch it and they realise it's actually a really good film.
Okay. Well, this is the killer, because they've just ripped off the Michael Myers opening shot.
Here it is. There's the iconic. You hear that classic?
Classic what?
A noise.
Oh, that noise.
You not heard that? The creepy noise.
Doesn't sound that creepy. Sounds like it's just some guy's like hurt himself. It's like, ah, ah, ah.
Somebody will see.
Well, they're the first to go.
Does Marianne kiss as good as I do?
How would I know?
Oh, you.
Just love the acting in this.
Actually, that shot there was done really well, because I wasn't sure if that was just a camera shot or if it was him in the background watching.
Yeah.
We weren't doing anything. We were just messing around.
How did he kill him? Did he throw him off? Oh, he stabbed him.
That trick looked unintentional then as well. It's just a raw acting.
We stacked it. It was funny, but it was like quite creepy at the same time.
Yeah.
The way she's just looking down the camera into your soul.
There you go.
Tom
Tom
Savini.
Savini.
Friday, June 13th. The present. By the present, they mean 1980.
Yeah, not now.
Excuse me, how far is Camp Crystal Lake from here?
You're opening that place again?
Lots of luck.
Can I get a bus or something?
Not likely.
Was Camp Crystal Lake one of those places that you don't want to go there, kid?
Yeah.
Never come back again.
Oh, shut up, Ralph.
It's got a death curse.
Oh my God, he's gonna trap. I wish I had those levels of swag look on that bike.
Why does he look like he's come from a 1940s England village?
He has.
I'll be cooking for 50 kids and 10 staff. Campers will mostly be like inner city children.
I mean about what happened.
No.
It's very awkward at the moment, like the way it's just like long pauses and silence.
Camp Crystal Lake has changed.
Oh, terrific. Not you too. You sound like your crazy friend back there, Ralph.
Boy drowning in 57. A bunch of fires.
Boy drowning. Ooh, we've never seen that.
You really think there'll be other gorgeous women at Camp Crystal Lake besides yourself?
Is that Kevin Bacon?
Yes, it is.
He's like, what, 12 there?
Didn't expect that, did you?
He's like, oh, we haven't got a signal. Lucky I'm with EE.
Get EE or get network envy.
You want to give me a hand
They're
over
very
here?
short shorts.
I think we should bring him back, Will.
Alice.
Steve, cabin B's all ready.
Listen,
Her and Kevin Bacon look exactly the same.
House yet?
I don't know. Haven't seen him in the past half hour.
Oh, I
Look.
want him to start painting right away. What about Brenda?
You told her to go sit up the arch.
Oh, there's an archery range. Someone's going to get splattered on that.
Do you know what that was? How close that's Tom Savini. And he wasn't supposed to do it that close. I know that for a fact. Like, you see how close that was to her.
Wasn't that the road up for Camp Crystal Lake back there?
Oh, we haven't seen the driver, so I'm gonna guess this is some kind of killer.
I think we better stop.
Oh, what a
I was
rock!
gonna say, yeah. This bit's quite good, actually.
So it is very good. That's Savini at his best there.
So that's just the main girl dead in the first 20 minutes.
Now, if you were a flavor of ice cream, what would it be?
Rock and roll.
Hey!
What flavour would you be, Jack? Whey.
Get a life preserver.
Oh, just run. Yeet.
Oh, that was a terrible dive from Bacon there.
Come on, then.
Hurry up,
Come on.
man.
Come on.
I knew he was doing that. Is he the one that shot the arrow?
Yes.
He's the Joker of the pack, I see. Oh.
Oh, he just sort of push.
Jesus, what are you doing? There's a snake in here.
Oh, look at Bacon coming with a stance like that.
Kill it.
She wants blood, doesn't she? She's like,
It comes out.
Call him.
Oh. I think that's real, isn't it?
I think that is.
Is that Ralph?
I'm a messenger of God. This place is cursed. Cursed. I got to warn you. You're doomed if you stay. Go. Go.
Do you know what he sounds like? He sounds like Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood. He's like, I drink your milkshake.
I drink it up.
You're all doomed.
Ooh.
Hello? Can I help you?
I hope this guy doesn't die right now because he's actually quite funny. I feel quite weird watching this, if that makes sense, 'cause it's very like...
It is, yeah. That's you said earlier when you was like, this feels very uncomfortable in the truck, and like, it's. I think it's just done on purpose like that as well.
I know what we can do. We're going to play Monopoly.
I hate Monopoly.
Not the way I play it, you don't.
Strip Monopoly.
We're going to play strip Monopoly. I'll be the shoe.
Just expecting a machete to go through both of their backs now. A bit of bacon's bacon. Imagine not knowing that.
Baltic Avenue. I'll buy it.
No one ever lands on Baltic Avenue.
I think it's a pretty color.
It's good at putting attention, but it's like it's almost lulling you because the scenes are quite mundane, if that makes sense. Like it's just some people playing Monopoly, but you know something's going to happen. Oh.
Ketchup.
Ooh.
Absolutely, I was going to say it's my favourite bit of film.
That's really good.
And the times where that practical effects, that is Savini. Mwah.
I feel like I need to watch Tom Savini's films now. Because they kind of faked it then, because the blood fell on his head, so you thought he was going to get up and check and see if the body's there, but then
Yeah,
they just instantly killed
very
him.
smart.
Yeah.
Very good shot.
It is quite surprising how well made this is, because I thought this was going to be like one of those cheap horror ones that became a cult hit. See, I thought that shot then was the stalker shot, but...
Must be my imagination.
Her face though when she was about to get hit, she was just like, oh god.
She was...
They're yet to find, like, the bodies.
Yeah.
So they have no idea where anyone else has gone. I'd be interested to know if anyone saw this in the cinema, what it was like. What was the reception like? Well. So if the stalker can get some kid to say help me, is he like a ghost or something? So, yep, don't stand in front of the target. Was that her that just screamed then?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it happen. So, you know, if you, that's what I say, if you don't see it happen on film, it hasn't happened.
Yeah. Little sleepy axe.
She's turned into an axe. The thing is that there was blood on the pillow, so surely you'd be like, whose is this?
Marcy?
Jack.
Jack? Nettie? I'm serious. I really think we should call someone.
There's so many shots when you think like an axe is just going to come around the corner and just hit them. Like that was the perfect one for it. I hate that noise.
I know.
Hello? Who's that? What are you doing out in this mess?
That made me jump a little bit.
Oh. The funny thing is, I know what Jason looks like yet. We haven't seen him. So he might not even look like how I with the hockey mask and the machete in this one. See again, I thought that was another killer shot, but
Yeah, it is really good. It tricks you quite a lot.
I was expecting something to be there then when she turned around.
It is very good.
Yeah, I'm pretty tense right now from this scene. It's got me good. Oh, that was good.
Very good, isn't it?
Oh.
That's such a good shot, the way it panned like that, and then into this hyper motion music. Made sure he was dead as well, throat slit and peppered with arrows. I'd use the fire extinguisher. You blind someone with that, like temporarily like distort them.
You can just sense the panic.
Like final act, final third, it just picks up. It's so much better, isn't it, than like the beginning? I think, especially with like the atmosphere and how tense it is.
Yeah, the beginning was a bit slow.
There's that girl.
I bet people in the cinema in the 80s would like, whoa.
I just jumped then.
Who's this then?
Well, I'm Mrs. Voorhees, an old friend of the Christies.
Mrs. Voorhees?
Yeah.
No, they're all dead. They're all dead.
All right, I'll go look.
No, please don't leave me. They'll kill you too.
I'm not afraid.
So, what's this, Jason's mum or something?
So young. So pretty. Oh, what monster could have done this?
She's a bit, chilled.
Did you know that a young boy drowned the year before those two others were killed? The counselors weren't paying any attention. They were making love while that young boy drowned. Jason should have been watched every minute. He was...
That was the boy earlier.
I am Jason. Jason was my son. And today is his birthday.
His birthday?
Where's Mr. Christie? Oh, I couldn't let them open this place again. Could I?
Wait, was she the one going around killing them all then?
You let him drown. You never paid any attention. Look what you did to him.
It was her going around killing them all then. What?
See? How brilliant is that? That's the thing of it. Like, it's in the back!
Gosh, she's angry now.
Yep.
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her.
That's the creepiest thing in this whole film.
Don't let her get away, Mommy. Don't let her live.
I won't, Jason. I won't.
She's a very good actress.
Yeah, but she was a beast. Oh. Oh, God. Every one of those was missing. Did you see that?
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her.
Oh. Oh. That double up. You see that? Such a good actress. Oh, that little floating rib shot. You see that? Stop.
Like he shed those mattresses.
You notice how, like, throughout it, like, all the people that would see her, you know, face to face, the POV, you'd just be like, "Hey, it's you," and then the stab would come. You know, it's because obviously she's known around the area, like.
Because the way they did it, it looked like it was just a massive geezer.
Mm.
So I wonder how they went from the mum being the killer to like some giant hockey bodybuilder guy.
Really good, isn't it? This final lap bit. It's intense as well.
Ooh. That's quite easy to take her down then.
She's been really good at the element of surprise, though, hasn't she? So she's not obviously a brute. She's not on that creatine.
Oh, here we go.
Never keep a good Voorhees down. Oh!
See her
Look at
catch
that
it though.
stance. Oh, look at the parry. See the parry? Oh, she went for that thrust. Oh, she fights dirty, Mrs. Voorhees.
Oh, here we go. Slow motion shot.
I do not believe it. Oh! Look at that.
There we go. She sails off into the sunset. Or the sunrise. Isn't it a lake though?
Yeah.
Where's she gonna go?
I always get really thingy, put your fingies in the water like that. I don't like that. Little piranhas come up and nibble them.
More in England.
There he is!
What on earth? So he was alive the whole time? Just living in that lake?
Yep.
Oh, what? Oh.
10 milligrams Valium. It's all right now, Alice. It's all over. Everything's over.
Don't tell me it was all a dream. It's the worst ending.
Do you remember very much?
The boy. Is he dead too?
Who?
The boy, Jason.
Jason?
Unless it's like a town secret, if that makes sense. Oh. I'm gonna guess the second one starts with Jason just walking out of the lake, just like, fine, I'll do it myself.
That's why, like, I really like that one of the best ones, because it is, like, that play of it, he's not even in it, like, and that's what, it's like the main thing that everyone associates it. The first one, he's not even in the film.
So, that was Friday the 13th. On Friday the 13th, we watched it, so hopefully, an old lady doesn't come up to my house and kill me.
What did you reckon then? Come on, I want your raw response.
I really like the third act for sure. I think after the point when Kevin Bacon got speared through the neck, I really liked it. I think before that it was okay, like it was good, it was fine. You've got to have the setup to these films, haven't you? But even though like it was trying to build tension. Sometimes it just got a little bit boring and a little bit awkward. Sometimes like the scene in the truck is the one that sticks out for me. Like the acting wasn't great, and it was just a bit like just not shot well, if that makes sense. Like it was very shot reverse shot talking back, and it was just a bit awkward and just weird to watch. I don't know if it was deliberate, but yeah, I didn't really like that bit. But yeah, after Kevin Bacon died, I really liked it. Like it really built the tension well. The shots of it following the people around, and is it the killer? Is it not? That really put you on edge. And the best scene I think in that whole film was when she was just making coffee. I don't know if I liked the ending.
Didn't like the ending.
With him coming out of the lake, and I like that bit. Fair enough, because like yeah, he's still alive and all that, but it should have just ended there. They didn't need the scene after that with her like, is everyone dead? And it's just like a mystery thing. It should have just been like, end it there, end on a shock. Because I really didn't expect that. That was a big shock at the end, but
yeah,
you kind of got taken away after that.
See, I think that bit worked well, because if that just happened, then you're just like, just picture it in this theory. They weren't planning to make more. You should picture it with like a standalone. If you just got it like that, that makes the audience want the film more, because it's in their head. They're like, okay, is he real or is he not? But instead, if you just have that solid ending, it's like, how's that boy alive? Like, what? Like, there's just a boy in a lake. But that end bit made it seem like it did play on the mental health side, like the trauma of it, if he's even real, if like she's been so disturbed now. I get what you're saying as well, but I personally like the way they ended it like that, with them not then knowing if he's real or not.
I know what you mean, but then at the same time, if it just ended like that, you could be like, oh, so he was real the whole time. Like, he is this kind of like supernatural thing. I kind of feel like they could have maybe built Jason up a little bit more as well, like maybe put him more, because he's kind of like a throwaway comment up until the end, whereas if they kind of made him the big, because it seemed like the two people getting killed right at the beginning were the two. Like, imagine if they started with him drowning instead of the two being killed. It would have built him up as like a more mythical creature, if that makes sense. Like everyone's saying, yeah, he died throughout the whole film. Build it up a bit more, and then at the end you find out he's not, because he is kind of just like, oh, it's like, do you remember back in '59 or whatever it was, these two campmates died, and also a kid drowned a year earlier.
I think if they had that idea of planning to make 10 and him going to space, that theory works. But I think their idea was to have that twisted it with all the films currently out of that time. You had like the Sleepaway Camp, you had Halloween, this big menacing stalker. It completely threw you off edge, and again, it like played homage to like Psycho in an aspect, and took that further, where it's not a big frantic killer, it's actually a deranged woman. Yeah, you're right, Jason isn't made into this mythical thing, because it's almost like they weren't planning him to become that, but then as they went on, then they made it to it, and then he just becomes superhuman. See, it's catch-22, because I like that idea of that franchise and him going on, but I also like that idea of it just being the mum.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, I think maybe the ending was just played as like a one last shock, if that makes sense. You need that one last bang.
And with like Harry Manfredini as well, the music in it was so good. I thought that sound, and again, it was like really little funny quirk things like that. That ki mum mum mum, that's the kill mum that he just come up with on the spot. But that wasn't planned. It was like halfway through, and he was just like kill mum mum mum, and then it was like uttering, and then they use that. And again, if you do talk to like most, not even die-hard horror fans, but if you go like, they know it's like Jason. It was quite iconic in that regard. And again, Tom Savini coming off Dawn of the Dead, and that the practical effects in that and the special effects was so good.
Putting it into context, it's a fun film to watch in the cinema in 1980 as a teenager. It's a summer blockbuster. That's what most summer blockbusters are. They just throw it on there, scare some kids. But at the beginning I said I'm expecting it to be really cheesy and hammy and schlocky, but it wasn't. So who's your MVP for Friday the 13th?
I see, my one is either going to be Tom Savini or Harry Manfredini. It's really hard between him and Tom Savini. Let's go Harry. Very close, but Harry.
I'm gonna go Tom Savini. I think like the gore was the best bit of that film, because like that's why you watch it, isn't it? That's why you go and see it.
Yeah. It's very close. Let's get your score then. What are you gonna give it? 20?
I'm gonna have to make you go first. So what I think.
I'm gonna give it a 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you think that's gonna go higher?
Yeah. All the classic horrors, you're like, that's brilliant. I'm gonna give that a 55,000.
Like, I have to watch it from that terms of when I'm watching like some of the films like Insidious and films like that now. People go like, oh, what Insidious? But it's just the jump scares, the way it's shot and the atmosphere. it just didn't do it as well, but it still is an absolute classic.
I'm going to give it a 66.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so not crazy though. Pretty high. It's a... Yeah, I can see why it's like a classic film. It done its job well. It was entertaining to watch. I enjoyed watching it. And yeah, especially the last third. I'd say after Kevin Bacon died, it got really good. And then the ending kind of cut it a little bit, but I can see why there's 50 other films.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, everybody. A 70 from Jack and a 66 from me for Friday the 13th. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, be sure to press that like button and that subscribe button if you're new. And while you're at it, why not follow us on Instagram and Twitch. And if you want to see our full length video, be sure to follow the link to our Patreon down below. Me and Jack will be back with another video very soon. Cheerio.